Hello, welcome back to Billy Ho Sports. Continuing coverage of Santa Anita Park for the Kentucky Derby prep. That the big one there is the San Felipe Stakes. Check out the preview video on that one. Going to be a big time heads up matchup against a few of the really high level top early Derby contenders. So also preview races for like race 9, the Frank Kilroe Mile, which is a really nice race. The race 10 is the Santa Anita Handicap, which is pretty similar to a Breeders' Cup Classic type race, 1.25 miles with some really strong older horses. So looking good there. And then today's video, we're just going to fill in that late pick 5. We got the bookends, races 7 and 12 to cover. So you got the 3 in between videos already released, and then we'll kind of touch on each one of them as we go. If you've ever watched my videos, you know that's kind of how I do things. So I need you to check the description of this video or any of my recent videos. There is a link. It's a Google link. It's not anything bad. It will take you to a sign-up sheet for the Road to Derby 151 contest. You must be subscribed to enter and win this free contest, free to enter, obviously, and prizes, cash prizes, Derby glasses, swag, or anything of that nature. We're still kind of piecing together the prize package. I'm still waiting to hear back from sponsorship, compliance, and all that. So hopefully, even if that somehow falls through, I am going to come through with some good prize packages. So I just would like to, it's really going to depend on the amount of participants, because I'm not going to give away, I'm not going to do like a big giveaway for 5 people in a handicapping contest. I'd like to get a decent amount of people in it. So with all that said, subscribe to the channel, click that thumbs up button while you're at it, and let's get on to race number 7, which is that 6 furlong turf race you've been looking at on your screen for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward. So basically, I'm just going to kind of go over this. I like, I'm guessing Shuanji or something like that. One to consider, the 25 debut, a bit unfortunate. I went back and looked at this race. You can see a pretty solid competitive versus stakes competition. Went for 100K N2X, ran 4th, going 5 furlongs. So this horse came out for 80K N2X. So was leading. And this, if you don't know, 6.5 furlongs, Santa Anita runs from this up here. See it below that 88? This little offshoot side partner here. They take off out of here, and then they make this circle. Well, when they hit here, they cross the dirt track and then head for home. So when he crossed this dirt track, I'm sorry, at Phillies. So she took a stumble and then kind of got pulled back, yielded, and then that's what cost her a chance to win the race down the way there. So Barrios Mullins is hot right now. Barrios is a top jockey at the track. I like him. The slight cutback, the drop in class. Mullins also 20%, second off the layoff. So that one's going to be on the ticket. Then Wordplay probably going to go on the ticket by default. I thought it was just a kind of a questionable first in prime power. Cash and checks all 4 of her races since returning from almost a year on the shelf. The breeding suggests more distance. 8.7 is a big average win distance to run a turf sprint. So I don't know if this is the right spot. Calhoun and company probably know better than me, obviously, but you can just see all these kind of for a presser. She's just not getting there. I mean, she's at the, when you're even all the way across, maybe a little bit more distance might be something down the road. Anyway, Wordplay, I'm going to go ahead and use because I got a single or two for you later. Thermal, I'm going to pass on, not a center. With Pratt, pretty good. She finished the 2024 with an absolute clunker down here, the 10th right here. Then made the debut and closed to third against similar companies. So Pratt aboard, gotta like it. Can't dismiss it. So probably going to use that one too. Ag and Ash was another one. No interest in the 5. I have some interest. I'd probably use in exotics, maybe not for this ticket. Came from way back last February to get third place. So not too bad, but I probably won't get it on the ticket. This one I considered as well, Miss Mandalay. A bit overlooked by the Brisnet Power Rankings, 7th when running versus the same company and just finished second, barely. I mean, 6.5 on a good surface. Just got caught at the wire. Miss Mandalay, Tyler Bays is 8% for a reason. But he is 40% in the money, so it'd probably be a good trifecta bet or something like that. Because you can see he's got 22 third place finishes and 91 starts. So he's definitely knows how to get that show money. So that's probably where Miss Mandalay will land for me. Nene Diamond, the highest last race speed figures. Wired the state breds last out, but I probably won't get there. I think this one's going to be a little classier than that. Second in prime power though, Juan Hernandez riding. I could be very much wrong on that one. Diamond Bar Gal. I don't think I have any interest in the rest of these, so I'm just going to jump over to the next race, race 8, and I will say to finish race 7, I'm going to go 3 deep with the 1, the 2, and the 4. Now, this one is obviously the San Felipe, so go check out that preview video for the full Monty. But I will talk a little bit about Mellencamp since he wasn't on the video, he hadn't entered. And Beza was one that I talked about in the video but didn't enter the race. So they ran against each other. Beza won easily. That was that race where I showed you in the previous video. He took that whip and kind of skidded tires peeling out down the stretch, but pulled away from Mellencamp rather easily. But Mellencamp, pretty solid horse, has gone up against journalism twice. Ran in the Los Alamitos, ran 5th. So Mike Smith aboard, no thanks. He's had Pratt, Kimura, and Hernandez. I'm just not as strong on Mike Smith anymore. Journalism's obviously a top pick. Barnes is my pick to win. Then Rodriguez is the sleeper. It could be the other Baffert horse with Pratt aboard. You got Juan Hernandez and Rispoli. All 3 of those. Those are your 3 horses, obviously. We don't need to spend a lot of time here. Go watch the preview video. 2, 3, 4. Call it a day. Play them all just in case. Or single Barnes. Barnes is the one I feel the strongest about. But Rodriguez and journalism are more than capable of winning this race. So why not include them? Race 9. Another one that you saw, I talked about, Kilroe Mile. Got a nice video out on that one. And Mi Hermano Ramon is the one I probably like the best. Pratt aboard doesn't hurt. I like Mark Glatt, 27%. Really good turf trainer too. Nothing but just, I mean, turf speed figures are a little suspect sometimes. Some people don't use them as much, but I still look at them because it is what it is. You got to have some sort of ranking type thing, rating system for the races anyway. But moving up to Saez definitely helps. 99, 97. This Pacific World turf, he actually got stymied down the middle. If you go back and watch the preview video. So definitely using the 1. Didn't get to the 2, although it looks pretty good. Leonard Powell and company, not too bad. And then El Potente, I don't think I liked as much, but I looked back, not too bad. Back-to-back wins. You can't discount this one. Dan Blacker's back on the track. He's already got 6 wins and 9 starts. So he's rolling. Barrios, obviously, so I got to use him too. So it's going to be 1-3-4. I like Formidable Man as well. Mike McCarthy, Umberto Rispoli, second off the layoff, just threw an absolute clunker in the Pacific, or I keep saying Pacific, Pegasus World Cup. Get it right, ho. Now, blinkers off. That could make a difference, I guess. 26% blinkers off. So, City of Light, Formidable Man. I really like this horse. I think he's a strong contender. Grade 1 competition. Winner, Hollywood Derby, Del Mar Derby. Let's go. Formidable Man. I feel sitting on a big one. Neat's one I do like, but it's not going to make the ticket. I would probably use an exotics. So, I would say we'll use what? The 1-3-4. That's what I said, right? 1-3-4 is right. Yep. So, moving on. This is race 10. This is going to be must-see TV as far as I'm concerned. I'm really excited about this one. It is 1.25 miles, and you can see this little chute. I mentioned it in the preview video. They have to have a little bit. They can't quite get 1.25 miles out of the track, so they just come out of this little chute, but you still do go 2 turns. So, Santa Anita handicap. I am going locked for the single. Yes. I like to switch to Jose Ortiz. If Hit Show beats me, so be it. I'll go through here and look at Hit Show, but I'm just hoping that Locked is more aggressive and gets out and gets the drop on Hit Show. But it's going to be pretty hard to do against Flavian Pratt. So if Hit Show beats me, he beats me. But in another ticket, or maybe I would use another horse. But I just think Locked is going to be showing potential this year for a huge year like Sierra Leone, but as a 4-year-old year type thing. JB Strikes Back. All these are pretty good. I think Miramati is going to run a big one. That would be the other one I'd use. It would be Hit Show with Miramati and Locked if I were to go 3 deep, but I'm not. I'm going to single the 7, and then we're going to hit. This is where I'm going to differ a little bit. The last on the card here is 1.125 miles on the turf, 50K in 1X. I am going to do 2 tickets, one really cheap one, because I really like this Coalinga Road, the closer, the 96 in the debut, 25 going 1.125 here in this Turf Classic State Bred, 175K, 96, big time close, almost got there. So I think maybe the second off the layoff is going to be good for Carla Gaines to get this win. So she's 23% right now. So pretty solid start for her. Freeze you, can't go wrong there. So really competitive in these stakes races. So I first in prime power for a reason. I think this one's far and above the best horse in the race. Will be the single to round it out. Now, what I would do is pass. I might look at Zalamo. Definitely looking at 6 Phosphorescence. Blinkers on for Mike McCarty and Flavian Pratt. You can't dismiss that. So I wrote use down. So maybe we'll go 2 deep and you can make it a $27 ticket. Because the ticket right now I got is $13.50, and that's extremely affordable for a pick 5 ticket. Nitty, I looked at a little bit. Moonlit Sonata has been around for a while. Yuck Teen was never able to do anything with this horse. So takes 3, threw in a big time clunker in January. This one was kind of funny because jockey upgrade, nice, but the form cycle, you see the break here. They always draw the line down here. If you wasn't familiar, they always draw that line off when they hit the layoff. Well, he's just about stretching it. See, this is a month and a half right there, 45. That's close. Then actually was claimed, then had another race in November 9th, December. So takes 3. I didn't use in the ticket, but you can. So 269 I did use in the second ticket. The second ticket is going to be like $40, I think. So 269 on the second ticket or single the two for 1350. Legs 1 and legs 2 are out there for you. So you got ticket 1, leg 1, just to recap, 1, 2, 4, leg 2, 2, 3, 4, leg 3, 1, 3, 4. So kind of little combinations there in the first 3 legs. Then I'm single in the 7, single in the 2. That's 1350. Ticket 2, same thing, 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, single the 7. Then I'm going 269. And so that will cover us for this late pick 5. Hammer. Get out there and support Billy Ho Sports as we approach Kentucky Derby 151. Smash that like button while you're at it. Share on social media. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Your support is much appreciated. Do believe we hit 2,600 subscribers today. So thank you so much for being there with me, and stay engaged, and we will see you soon.